Hare Krishna. Today we are seeing the eight principal gopis of Radharani in Vrindavan, and they are also known as Ashta Sakhis. So the names of these eight gopis are Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Champak Lata, Tungavidya, Indulekha, Rangadevi, and Sudevi. They are also known as Ashtasaki or Param Preshtasakis, as they are the dearmost friends of Srimati Radharani. These most exalted gopis of Vrindavan are celebrated as the most intimate associates of Sri Radha Krishna, and they are always engaged in assisting the divine couple manifest their loving pastimes. The love these gopis hold for Sri Radha and Krishna is unique and unmatched. They are endowed with beautiful forms, transcendental qualities, and sweet features. A brief sketch of their families' moods and the services they render is what we are going to see now. Lalita Sakhi. We know this name looks very familiar, but have we got any tinge of mercy yet from her? Yes, we have some understanding of Srimati Radharani only by the mercy of Lalita Sakhi. Among the eight gopis of Vrindavan, Sri Lalita Devi is the chief. She is 27 days older than Sri Radha. Another of her names is Anuradha. Her body possesses a yellowish tone resembling that of cow's urine, and her attire mirrors the hue of a peacock feather. Vishoka is her father and Sharda is her mother. She is endowed with the quality of harshness, which adds a special flavor to her relationship with Krishna. Bhairav, her husband, also a friend of the cowherd boy Govardhan. Lalita Devi is in charge of the most exalted gopis. She is expert in making an agreement when Radha and Krishna engage in their loving pastimes. Sometimes, I'm sorry, disputes. Sometimes she never offends Krishna for the sake of taking Radha's side. During the meeting between Sri Radha and Krishna, she behaves like an indifferent person. Although it is Lalita Devi along with Purnamasi who helps Radha and Krishna meet in the first place, Lalita Devi is in charge of all the gopis who supply betel nuts to Sri Radha and Krishna, who are their maidservants and also devoted, and also those who are devoted to Sri Balram. So Lalita Devi is in charge of all the gopis who supply betel nuts to Sri Radha and Krishna. The seva of serving betel nuts to Radha and Krishna, and Lalita Devi is in charge of those gopis, and these gopis are her maidservants, and also those maidservants who are devoted to Sri Balaram. Vishaka Saki. Vishaka Saki's behavior, qualities, and perception are similar to that of Lalita. She was born almost at the same time as Radha. She wears a blue garment with white dots resembling a sky full of stars. Her bodily complexion is like lightning. Her father's name is Vahik and her mother's name is Jatila, and her mother is Jatila's niece named Dakshina. Vishaka is young, auspicious, and is an expert in the subject of ecstatic love. Sometimes she teases Krishna and is capable of reading the intentions of the divine couple. She is also an expert in carrying messages and in consoling Radha Krishna when they feel separated from one another. She is an expert in singing and can do so in different languages. She is skilled in performing magical shows, illusory activities, puppet shows, etc. She is also an expert in artistic works like drawing beautiful designs on the floor, preparing enchanting tilak, flower decorations. Champaklata. Champaklata is the third of the gopis and is as talented as Vishakha. She is a day younger than Radha. Her father is Arma and her mother is Vatika. Her bodily hue resembles that of a fully blossomed jasmine flower, and her dress mirrors the color of a kingfisher. The kingfisher bird, it is little the color of the kingfisher bird. The kingfisher is different at different times, and so it is mentioned that here, not that a particular color of a kingfisher. The cowherd Chandaksha is her husband, and Champaklata is in charge of all those gopis who are engaged in protecting the trees, creepers, and plants of Vrindavan. Chitra Saki. Chitra is 26 days younger than Srimati Radharani. She wears a dress that resembles glass and her bodily hue is just like vermilion. Now she wears a dress that resembles glass. So what is the property of a glass? Glass is a hard substance, isn't it? The glass is a hard substance. It is the hardest liquid, they say, as we know from our studies, but we have to not take the literal meaning here actually. And so when you read such scriptures and the text, especially Srimati Radharani, you have to be very cautious. You have to first pray that please help me and bless me. I will, so that I don't make any mistake in understanding and serving you. Otherwise, such comparisons and they look very poetic, and yes, they are poetic. Only a true poet would understand the essence of it. But we should not twist the meaning of it, and we should simply surrender there and pray that someday we might get to know this, understand this, and be able to serve Radharani. So here, Chitra Sakis, she wears a dress that resembles glass, and her body view is just like vermilion. Her father's name is Chatur, who is also the uncle of Surya Mitra, and her mother is Charchika. Chitra's husband is Pithar. Chitra always remains engrossed in the ecstasy of Krishna's love. Chitra is especially talented and capable of mixing with all groups. She can handle any dispute. She knows the identities of everyone and arranges the meeting between Radha and Krishna. She is adorned with the third among the six qualities of Abhisarat. She is also an expert in the art of writing and knows the language of various countries. She is an expert in cooking and is proficient in preparing foodstuffs from honey and milk. She is a specialist in astrology. She is also skilled in planning and maintaining trees. She knows the characteristics of different animals. She also knows how to make glass vessels, arrows, sweet drinks, and so on. So these are the all qualities. Now making sweet drinks, then painting, maintaining, planting, maintaining trees, then preparing foodstuffs from honey and milk. And she's an expert in cooking and proficient in this. She's a specialist in astrology. So when Radha and Krishna, the pastimes are going on, and they, these sakis, they try to foresee what could be the probable thing in helping the divine couple meet. So they are having all those qualities, and they refer to the charts, astrological charts, and they will find out what is favorable, if there is any nakshatra that is favorable and causing any harm in the meeting. They will try to do all this mapping and help the divine couple meet. So these are their this is their seva in the Nitya Leela. We should also pray to Radharani that someday we might get the mercy of all these Ashtasakis and be able to serve her, and especially the Lalita Sakhi's mercy. If Lalita Sakhi blesses us, then we have nothing to, we won't fall short of anything. Tunga Vidya. Tunga Vidya is the fifth of the eight principal gopis. She is 5 days older than Sri Radha, and her bodily aroma mirrors that of a sandalwood pulp blended with camphor. Now, this look at this, how the description is. Her bodily aroma, it mirrors that of sandalwood pulp blended with camphor. The pulp of sandalwood is so fragrant. It's extremely fragrant. It sends all. It just captures all the senses. The sandalwood pulp, and it instantly calms the mind and transports you to a different world altogether, where your senses are completely overtaken by the fragrance and aroma of the pulp of the sandalwood. And it is so cool. It is so cool in appearance. It is so soothing to the eyes. The moment you see it is very soothing, and you get a very cool effect, and once you apply it, and the fragrance of it enhances as you go on rubbing it all over your body or face or wherever you want to put. So there is the significance of all this, and we know there's a Chandan Lepan seva that goes on in the temples. Most of the ISKCON temples do that. And there is a story also, there's a leela associated with that Chandan Yatra day. So that it's so aromatic, it is so fragrant. And look at her body is like that. The bodily aroma from her body is like that. And mixed with camphor, what to speak of that? When the sandalwood paste is mixed with camphor, you cannot even imagine how much coolness and what kind of effect it generates. But these are all the things, but this is their personality. So these comparisons are so apt for them, and they are Radharani Sakis, so why not? Her bodily complexion resembles vermilion. Now, the bodily complexion resembles vermilion. Vermilion, how is it? It is vermilion is red in color, or sometimes it is like a saffron also. The sindoor, it is sometimes pink, red, and saffron also. Orange, a little shade of orange, a different shade of orange. So the bodily complexion is compared to that. Now, again here, not to make mistakes, these are Ashtasakis. We cannot read about them in the ordinary way. So when this is mentioned, then we have to experience it only by mercy. We have to pray to them that they may reveal their personality to us. And it's not about the body actually here. Whenever we read this, these are the pastimes of the Lord, and these are the various bhava that the devotee experiences. So we should not portray them as instantly like yes, of course they are like that personal form, but it is of the transcendental world, not of this material world. So we cannot even imagine how it could be like. So all that we can pray is that we understand how to serve them. That is the only we should be doing. She wears an attire of blue mixed with yellow. Her mother is Medha and her father is Pushkar. Her husband's name is Balis. Tungavidya has mastered the 18 branches of knowledge and is highly skilled with respect to medicinal herbs and gardening. She is an expert in transcendental mellows and in matters of morality. She enjoys the full confidence of Krishna and also an expert in formulating treaties. She is highly skilled in music, drama, and playing musical instruments like mridanga and veena. She is in charge of the 8 female messengers headed by Manju Medha, who create alliances between the two opposing groups of gopis, and also a master of those gopis who are given services like fetching water from the streams. Indulekha Saki. Indulekha is 3 days younger than Sri Radhika. Her mother is Vela and her father is Sagar. Her husband's name is Durval and her tone is as bright as the sun. She adorns her pomegranate colored attire. She is endowed with the quality of harshness, which adds a special flavor to her relationship with Krishna. Indulekha is highly skilled in the art of charming snakes. She is also an expert in chanting mantras and palmistry. She strings garlands, decorates teeth, and is a specialist in testing precious gems. She arouses attachment between Sri Radha and Krishna and thus helps them to enjoy transcendental bliss. She is in charge of all the gopis who are engaged as maid servants who prepare ornaments, dresses, protect treasury, and defend the land of Vrindavan. Rangadevi. Rangadevi is the seventh Gopi and is 7 days younger than Sri Radha. She possesses characteristics similar to that of Champaklata. Her bodily hue is that of the filament of a lotus flower. She adorns a red dress echoing a China rose flower. Her father is Rangasar and her mother is Karuna. Rangadevi is always intoxicated with the mood of awe and reverence. Occasionally, she even teases Radharani in front of Krishna. She anticipates a suitable time before executing any service. She's an expert in musical instruments. By dint of her austerity, she had previously mastered the mantra for attracting Krishna. She is the leader of the Gopis, headed by Kalakanti, who renders various services like painting, drawing, applying scented objects, offering ghee lamps, igniting a fire in the winter, and fanning the divine couple with chamar in summer. She is also the leader of those gopis who are engaged in supervising animals like lions and deer. Sudevi. Sudevi is the eighth principal gopi. She is married to Bhairav, the brother of Vakrasen. She is the twin sister of Rangadevi. She is gentle and possesses almost the same qualities as her. Sudevi always accompanies Srimati Radharani and assists her decorating her hair, applying black ointment to her eyes, and massaging her feet. Sudevi conducts boat festivals and arranges conversations between the male and the female parrot. She is knowledgeable about the auspicious and inauspicious astrological signs and can comprehend the languages of the birds and bees. She knows about the flowers that bloom at night and is an expert in the matter of fireworks. So Devi is the leader of these gopis who are engaged in arranging sitting places and who have knowledge about birds, who are aware of the movement of opposing gopis, who can disguise themselves whenever there is a need, those who know about literary works, and those who are friends of the predominating deity of the forest. So this was all about the Ashtasakis of Radha, the eight principal gopis, and we read about it again and again to understand how to serve Radharani, because all these things are completely like of the different worlds of the Vrindavan, and we are supposed to pray to them and understand how to serve in order to understand how to serve so that someday we also can help Lalita Sakhi meet uh, under the guidance of Srila Rupa Goswami, and we can help her make unite the divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Hari Krishna.